morning, everyone. So I'm sorry I haven't been doing little daily recaps at the end of the day when I check in at my hotel. It's been a really long day, and so I get really, really tired. And by the end of the day, after I've called in and checked in with my mom and my best friend, I am exhausted, and so I end up completely forgetting to film, and I end up just passing out. So I'm getting a nice early start this morning. It's about 6 a.m. I'm on I-40 headed west. The sun is behind me because it's the east, and there's a beautiful sunrise behind me, but because of all the lights behind me from other drivers, and because of because of my car's light, and because of the green blanket, you guys unfortunately can't see it, and I don't want to turn around and try and get it because I'm the driver and I have to watch the road. So I will see you guys later.
One of my favorite things that I found here in Albuquerque is that there's art everywhere. Even the overpasses that we're coming up to, there's art on them. They're every overpass is painted. There's some art right over here coming up, or I guess that's a bridge, but it looks artsy. But all the overpasses are either painted or there's some art on the ends of them, and it's gorgeous. I love that. Why not do that? Why not make your city absolutely beautiful? Georgia doesn't have that. I mean, there's maybe a few spots where there's graffiti somewhere, but I mean, whoo! Camera just fell. Anyways, everything is just really beautiful. There's, of course, now you guys can't, because of the way the camera is situated, you guys can't see the art. They're on the other side of all of these overpasses. But most overpasses are painted with a blue stripe or a red stripe, and they're just really pretty, and I really like that, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, Albuquerque, for making a beautiful, beautiful city. And it's not just Albuquerque. It's been every place that I've been in New Mexico so far. It's just, everything is beautiful. Everything has just this beautiful quality to it, and I really, really appreciate that. And I think that so far, that's my favorite part of, there's some art for you guys. I think that's so far my favorite part of New Mexico, so yay! Here's the thing about what I'm seeing right now that you guys, I don't think, can quite grasp in the video. This I can see for miles, and I feel like I'm in a movie set. I mean, I feel like this is a painted backdrop that I'm looking at. This is so incredibly beautiful. I feel like I'm in the movie Cars, and I know Cars took place in Southern California, but I mean, this is incredible. I can't even believe it. This is my first time driving across the United States. I've never done this before. Everybody else in my family has taken the drive, and this is my first time. And, I've always just flown back and forth from Georgia and Alabama to California and back. So I've never seen this from ground level. And in the air, I mean, you can see that there's, valleys and mountains and stuff, but you can't see the absolute majesty of it. I can't even... New Mexico is blowing my mind. I can't even imagine what the Grand Canyon is going to be like. I mean, that's just going to be... I've seen that from, an airplane, and that blew my mind in an airplane, because I'd never seen the Grand Canyon before, and I looked out my window, and I saw this really windy and curvy river, and I was like, Mom, what is that river? And she's like, sweetheart. She puts her hand on my shoulder, and she goes, sweetheart, that's the Grand Canyon. That's the Colorado River. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I couldn't believe that the river was really that back and forth switchback, hairpin turns and stuff. And so I can't even imagine what's going to happen to my poor little mind when I see it in person, looking down at it, standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon. My mind, I don't know if it's ready for that or not. So thank you to New Mexico for preparing my mind, for completely blowing my mind now with these beautiful, mesas and plateaus and just, It's gorgeous, and I love it, and I can see why people live here. I personally don't want to live here just because there's not enough around. I am a city girl through and through, but I can see why people love it here because, I mean, it really is gorgeous. I mean, there's nothing out here. I mean, look at that. There's nothing, and it's beautiful. Oh my God.
Seeing these birds, they're like crows and or ravens maybe. I don't really know, but anyway, they're the most haggard looking birds I've ever seen. I saw them all throughout Texas, all throughout New Mexico, all throughout Arizona so far, and they're just haggard looking. They're all like super fluffy, and like their wings look really ragged, like they got maybe hit by a couple semis first. I don't know, but they look like they don't got time for any of your shit. Like they're just like, whatever, dude. And they're just sitting there. I saw one with something that's hanging out of its mouth. I'm not sure if it was a small like lizard or something, or probably was, but they are scary looking. They're frightening. I don't want to mess with these crows. I hope I don't get stranded anywhere and have to deal with the crows. They're creepy. Has it occurred to anyone else that this looks like one of those like old Hollywood like painted movie screens that's just like on a reel passing me like every couple minutes I pass the same sign because that's what it looks like to me. Can't fight this feeling anymore. I forgot one money, I don't know.